Well, good morning. We are out for a beautiful walk here in Bangkok, and today I want to talk to you about starting this lifestyle. This is something that's come up in the comment sections many times. People asking, how do I get started in a lifestyle similar to what you're doing? Minimalist travel, low cost living. How do I get started? Sometimes people are not in a very good position financially. Sometimes people are not in a good position physically. And I understand all of that. I understand it because I can relate to it. I was in a very similar situation before I started this lifestyle. And so that's what this whole video is about, is actually giving you a sit-down guideline, step-by-step, how to begin this lifestyle so that you can plan and prepare and make good changes in your life. We're also going to enjoy ourselves here in Bangkok. I'm going to take you out to get a great bite to eat tonight. Absolutely. We're in Bangkok, so you know what that means. It's time to get myself a fantastic pizza. Oh, my favorite pizza place in all of Southeast Asia is here in this city that I call, well, pretty much home. I'm here more than any other city in the world throughout the year, so it has become like a home for me. We've got a lot to cover in this video by request from you, and I hope that it's very helpful. Let's get started. Getting started in a nomad lifestyle. Well, if you're not ready right now, I want you to know that I was in the same position several years ago. I found myself deep in debt. I found myself out of shape. I found myself using too much alcohol. I found myself in a position where mentally I was not confident to begin this type of lifestyle. And I had to make some changes. And in this video, I want to go through the 3 basic steps that got me started and has worked out well. It's a constant maintenance. Why? Because that's how life is. Number 1 was paying off my debts. I had to pay off my debts. It doesn't make any sense to invest so that you get passive income if you're paying 29% on the interest rates on your debts. You've got to pay them off first. And it wasn't easy. The first thing I did is I got rid of anything that was costing me money monthly. I paid off my debts. And that is the number 1 thing that I can tell you to get started in this lifestyle. Subscriptions, memberships, things that you're buying out in town, do it at home. Stop using your credit card entirely unless you absolutely have to. Stop using it. See how long you can go without using it. And transfer whatever debt you have over to a credit card that gives you like 18 months or 24 months interest free. That way you can divide that debt up and you can pay it off over time without paying a cent of interest. That's the best way. Consolidation and also a commitment to stop spending so much money. Oh, nice. Which one do you think? That one? Try that one? Okay, I'll try one of those. Okay. Oh, yeah. Corn and taro. Okay, yum. That sounds good. Okay.
Sweet นิดหนึ่งนิดหน่อยอร่อย20 บาท Thank you ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Snacks like this throughout the day, they just catch my eye. I'll get these little crunchy things. This is a corn and taro snack with a little bit of sweet and also spicy sauce that's poured over it. Not too spicy though. Very good. Very inexpensive too. This park is beautiful. They have all these little areas like this that are designed for you to look out over the nature itself. There's sitting areas, and this is just a perfect start to my day. Okay, number 2. Number 2 is once those debts are paid off, you have to start investing for passive income. And this is not an easy just start putting money into an investment account. You have to make it part of your life. You have to make investing part of your life. You have to take the money that you are now saving from getting rid of all those debts and start rolling it into investment accounts so that you start making money. What did I do? Well, at a young age, I started to invest in growth stocks, big technology stocks. I'll put some here. They allowed me to build my portfolio very quickly when I was young, in my 20s and in my 30s. Once I got into my 40s, I moved a lot of that over to dividend stocks. I'm going to put here some of my best paying dividend stocks so that you can see what has been working for me and paying for this lifestyle. I've been making about $2,000 a month in dividends. The return that I make on my dividend portfolio is about 6%. And it fluctuates. It goes 5 and sometimes it goes 7. It goes like that. That's just kind of the way investing is. But with a consistent investing over decades, after I paid my debts, I was able to build up that monthly income. And it's fantastic. Not only has that given me the ability to have passive income to travel, but in my country, the US government actually says thank you to those that invest. It says, we're going to tax you hardly anything. In fact, my dividend stocks, they barely get taxed at all. My tax rate is very low because the US wants to endorse and support investing so that you will be able to be independent and financially secure. So that's number 2, is start to invest and build up that monthly passive income. That's very important for this digital nomad lifestyle. Okay, let's keep walking around. This place is great. This is such a beautiful park. Look at how quiet it is. And we're actually tucked in right in the middle of a city that's the size of New York. It's incredible. This park is amazing.
We're here at Times Square, a big skyscraper here in Bangkok. Bangkok's downtown district, lots of skyscrapers. Can you imagine buying a coffee in like downtown New York or something? It'd be like $10. But here, right in the heart of the action, $1.50 for a big iced cappuccino. I mean, one that'll last you all morning.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much. Oh man, that looks great.
I love to just look out over the action of a big city. I remember that time. I just enjoyed it. Before I retired, I was a big city worker and traveler. It was exciting. By the way, if any of you are interested in healthcare coverage while you are traveling, Nomad Healthcare, the first link in the description will give you answers for Nomad Healthcare coverage while you are traveling. Sometimes all we need is a game plan. We need to sit down and write out a step-by-step plan to get started. We have the drive to get something done. We just need the steps to get it going.
Step 3. What is step 3 to start this digital nomad lifestyle? Well, whatever type of nomad lifestyle that you decide, the nomad part plays a big role. And for me, that was to start putting minimalism to work in my life. I first paid off my debts, then I invested heavy and got rid of everything that was costing me money so that I could build passive income. Third was to embrace minimalism. And that meant getting rid of stuff. And that's not easy. When you are from the West, I'm gonna tell you, we identify by our stuff. It's how we present to the world that we have succeeded, that we have done well. It's like what car we're driving and the watch and the things. Do I have a closet full of clothing? Do I have a house full of furniture? Do I have a second car? Do I have a car in the back of the house that I'm gonna get to working on, you know? That's how we identify in the world, is by our things. And I think that's wrong. That's not right for me. And I am trying to present the idea to you that I don't think it's even healthy. I don't think it's healthy to identify by things. So minimalism and selling things and donating things was the third step for me. And it's what I'm presenting to you as the third step. Getting rid of your stuff. Do you have a storage? I did. I had a storage full of stuff. Sold it or donated it, got rid of it. That's like an extra $300 a month in my pocket, you know, no storage. I had so much stuff and I just either donated it, which felt really good. That's the thing about donating, is it feels wonderful, or I sold it off. And that is the third step. The third step to prepare to actually start traveling as a nomad and to start living a low-cost retired life around the world, maybe even in just one country if that's the way you want to live, is to get rid of your things. Just telling you the way it is. I know you hear it and you go, what are you talking about? I gotta get rid of my... Yes. Stop identifying by stuff and start getting rid of it, and start taking the money you make from selling that off and move that into your investments as well. I sold a home, I sold my car, I sold furniture, I sold or donated clothing. Some of it I sold because I had like these really nice items and I sold them, and I invested all of it. And today I own pretty much what I carry with me in my backpack. That's it. That's really about 99% of what I own.
When in Bangkok, I make my way to Chef Bing Pizza. I love having a good New York style pizza. It's so important. When I'm traveling through Southeast Asia, I love to enjoy the things that remind me of home. And Chef Bing Pizza brings that amazing New York style pizza back to me. What makes this pizza different for me? Because as I travel around Southeast Asia, I will try margarita pizzas, things along those lines, maybe a specialty pizza that they have. But when I'm here in Bangkok, I want pork pepperoni, and you get that here. You don't get that in other places around Southeast Asia. It's just a reality. That's fine. This is two different kinds of pork pepperoni. You've got this cupping style, which is smaller and spicier, and then the big boy style, which you see right there. Oh my gosh, fantastic. It's made with a nice, just medium style, not too thin, not too thick crust, which holds its strength. Oh.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
Wonderful crispy crust and lots of amazing mozzarella cheese. This reminds me of home. This reminds me of being back in the States. It's that flavor that I miss, and a fantastic hot fresh pizza. Something like this, I'll generally go like the whole day and hardly have anything to eat. Maybe I'll stop and get a little snack somewhere, but that's about it. I just wait and enjoy myself a fantastic pizza at the end of the day. And here you go. This is the big boy pepperoni right here. And again, locally sourced pork pepperoni. Here's the cupping spicy pepperoni. And I like doing it half and half this way. It's just perfect. When you're traveling and you just kind of really need to take a break for yourself, again, a meal like this will be like 2 meals for me. So the price, I just cut it in half. I take half of it back to the room for another meal, either tomorrow or later on tonight. And you know, I don't mind splurging on myself when it comes to something like this, because overall, my budget is fantastic. So try to remember, when you're traveling through Bangkok, come by and say hello to the staff over here at Chef Bing. They're doing it right.
I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. We got a chance to cover something that's been asked about many times in the comment section, which is, how do I begin? How do I get started with this lifestyle? I want to live low cost. I want to retire overseas. I'm learning as much as I can, but how do I get started? And that's exactly what I covered in this video. I hope it's been helpful. If you want to learn more about this lifestyle, if you want to learn how to travel the world low cost as a minimalist with one backpack, well, like and subscribe to the video and come with, because that's what we do here. If you want to learn more about the equipment that I travel with, if you want to learn about the sandals that I've been wearing now all over the world for years, and they have gotten me through and protected my feet with comfort, well, there's a link in the description for those. If you want to learn about the backpack that has gotten me through over 7 years now, traveling around the world, all over the world, there's a link in the description as well for that. Okay, next video, we're probably going to be in another city here in Thailand. I'm loving this 60 days on arrival. That's fantastic. This is great, and it's setting up for a fun next year as well. Okay, we'll talk again soon. Aloha.
Just when I thought I was safe here in Bangkok, I was confronted by the mad dog of Bangkok. Just look at him. A vicious beast built for tearing limbs off of people. Just look at him. Oh, he's making his move towards me. He's checking my scent to see if I'm the flavor he wants to rip into tonight. The vicious mad dog of Bangkok.
Wow. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ooh, the bees are flying. Oh, the bees. Yeah, too many bees. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going then, yeah.